I'm HyperGalaxy Starcraft, bringing you StarCraft 2 commentary. This is Metalopolis, and this is a radio tower right here. So sexy looking. Anyway, let's get to the players. Adel, now I'm going to assume this is AdelScott, who is a French Protoss player in the upper part of the map. And on the left side, we have AAA Nerchio. That's right, AAA Nerchio. And this is the PvZ. Looking forward to casting this game. It's been a while since I've casted a game without a Korean. When I say a while, I mean like a couple of weeks, because the last game I casted, as you may know if you're a subscriber, is the game between I Am MVP and Butterfly. And that game was really good, but I forgot to put the graphics settings up. I play with low graphics settings because my computer is, it's an old beast. And, well, what can you do? Okay, looks like everything is normal so far, and normally time gateway at about 13. And, yep, I like the wall off here. And sometimes I forget the wall off. If I'm playing Zerg, I'll put my first pylon here. And I had to put my second pylon here, and my gateway is over by my nexus. It's pretty darn messy. But these professionals, they seem to do everything perfectly all the time. No, they make mistakes too, it's just their mistakes are a little bit more subtle than ours, for sure. So it looks like that assimilator is down for Mr. Protoss. And let's see what Zerg is doing. Going extractor into pool. Anyway, I also tried casting a game with Marine King Prime. Actually, two of them. I casted 2 games, believe it or not, and like the files got corrupted or didn't record. Something happened, and I couldn't use them. So that's unfortunate. So, for those of you who don't know, the GSL, the recent GSL was Marine King Prime and I Am MVP. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't watched it. They're free games to watch too. Just go to gomtv.net. They were played recently. I like the second assimilator here from Adel. He's going to go for... He still could go for 4 warp gate. You never know. Some kind of, or at least some kind of warp gate pressure. What you do is you get that second gas and get a lot of sentries. You can build 2 more gateways and expand. Ooh, looks like Zerglings are in the ramp of Adel, and look, I think Adel put his cybernetics core here instead of at the ramp here. He just forgot to do it. So that could actually cost him the game. I've actually lost games by doing that, and it's weird actually that I'm talking about these pros never make mistakes like that. Because you play 3 matchups, and I only wall off versus Zerg, so does Adel probably. And so, to all you Zerg players, always check to see if your opponent walls off. If they don't, you could catch them off guard. And Adele saying LOL. I don't think it's really an LOL moment like, oh my god, how could have I forgotten to wall off my ramp? And I mean, I do that. It actually, it's making me feel good about myself because, I do that too. So anyway, let's look at the harvesters. So it's even, but Nerchio does have that second base coming. Looks like we have, in the production tab, 1 gateway on the way, and actually 2 gateways on the way. So Adel is going for a 3 gateway style at the moment. He is banking a few $100s, so he might be thinking about expanding right now. Meanwhile, Roachborn coming out, and 6 Zerglings. So, so as I was saying about, what was it saying? Oh yeah, check out the matches between, actually just check out that whole tournament. It starts in the round of 16, and White Raw's in it, Damaga. It's basically a world tournament, so like players from Europe and America are invited. Huck is in it. He faces Huck versus MC. Oh my gosh, who wins that? But anyway, actually Huck took a game off of MC, which is cool. And, no, not MC. I Am MVP. Yeah, that's right. Huck versus I Am MVP. Huck took off one game from I'm MVP, and I'm proud of him. Because, you know, I'm MVP is like, he won 2 GSLs, right? Yeah, he won 2 GSLs, and he made it to at least to the finals on so GomTV.net. Definitely go check that out. Why was I talking about that? Yes, because Marine King Prime, I was casting his game, and okay, it looks like we actually have crap happening in this game here. So let's commentate this game. 4th gateway on the way for Adel and Roach Pressure. There are a lot of sentries here. I'm not certain this is going to work, but it will depend on micro and how many Zerglings there are. 12 Zerglings being made right now. Looks like, ooh, Adel could have gotten a good wall off on the ramp, but no, he cannot do that. Force field's going down. Going to force these roaches back. Great force fields there, trapping a few roaches in there. However, Zerglings are coming off on the other side. There's more energy for force fields. Adel now making stalkers, and he will hold for now. But 18 Zerglings being made. It looks like that that the Zerg player, Nerchio, is just going to continue on the pressure. Adel is going to transfer his probes right now. Ooh, but Adel does not know that more is coming. He's getting, yeah, his 4th gateway is now done. A 5th gateway on the way. I'd like to see a forge from Adel pretty soon. If this pressure, if it doesn't relent, he will need a cannon or 2. You can see that's a lot of Zerglings right there. One roach being picked off. These zealots being kited. One does go down. Here comes the Zerglings catching these units off guard, but no, indeed, force fields can do that. Guardian shield going down, but the sentries get picked off, and I don't think there's possible Adel could lose here. Wow. Oh yeah, probes off the line for Adel, and you know what's hard is in these positions, it's very, you could say, well, Adel sucks, he sucks, but no. 3 warp gate expand is normal, right? And sure, he lost a few probes to Zerglings because he didn't put a cybernetics core here, which you should do. But it's just these positions are so close that, you know, what can you do? You know, I mean. Also, usually when you 3 warp gate expand, you can move out with sentries and zealots and put some pressure on. So, if you're Protoss, so I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, what could have he done? Because he could have built like a forge earlier instead of a forge. What he could have done is stayed on 3 gateways, and he could have, instead of making 2 more gateways, he could have made a forge here, a couple of cannons here, and then a couple of pylons here, and then build a couple of cannons. And honestly, I think Adel could have stayed in this game if he had made some cannons. But because he's a professional, you know, he's probably had games where he's gone 3 warp gate into an expansion into 5 gateways and held. But you know, every Zerg player is different. Nerchio decided to put the pressure on early, and fortunately, his economy just is doing pretty good, but he only has 27 harvesters, so he definitely kind of went, not all in, but he definitely went in for, you know, he stopped making drones at a certain point, so it was like a timing push, I'd say. Yes, we will conclude with that Zerg just had a really good timing push. I expected Adel to win, but, yep, really good timing push there, and that's it. Thanks for tuning in. This was a HyperGalaxy Starcraft commentary. Not too hyper today. It's funny that I used to be really hyper in these casts, and these days I haven't been as hyper. Ever since I started calling myself HyperGalaxy, I'm like, not as hyper, so leave comments and suggestions, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm still interested in your input and what you like to see on this channel. You know, I just make these professional... I cast the professionals because I assume that's what people want to see. I was thinking about doing like some live casting, you know, just me playing and then just like commentating while I'm playing. Oh my gosh. So if you want to see something like that, let me know. And if not, then I probably won't make it. You know, I need your input because otherwise I'll just do whatever. Okay, that's it. So cheerio. Cheerio. Okay, how do I stop this thing?